He's my butterhead. Oh, butterhead. Oh, beady beady. Oh, beady butt. Beady 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 butt. What you doing, beady butt? Yeah. He's a good old dog. Oh, Jerry had to recently the other dog that was from basically his the other dog Chewy. He was a decent dog. He just caused a lot of trouble, but we don't know exactly why. But somebody had shot him again, and it was in the face, and part of his he had a big hole right here, and it like he when he tried to eat, it would fall out, and Jerry put him down. He couldn't. He was staying up under my trailer, and he couldn't. So I thought he was okay. I didn't know till the other day when Jerry came and told me he had him down there at his trailer the other night, and had him inside. Was trying to feed him. Everything he'd eat, most of it would fall out of his mouth because he had a big opening right there, and it was all infected. And there wouldn't have been anything they could have done at the vet, um, like trying to get food down him. He said when he'd drink water, he barely could drink water. The water was running out of the hole. Like it was like big. It was like imagine if my imagine if my right here was just completely removed and you could see my teeth and there was no like skin there, a big old hole there. Be hard to eat and swallow and take things down. He was suffering. He had lost a lot of weight. Sad shit, man. I don't like it. Don't like it one bit. It's part of life, though. Part of life. What the hell? Hmm. I don't know what that is. I guess this might be. Anyway, welcome there. I'm just. I'm looking at my laptop here. I'm trying to determine what this stuff is in the trash here. Uh, let's see. I hope everybody's doing okay this morning. And I'm just sitting in my room. It's kind of cool. Like it's not really that cold, but it's chilly enough that I don't want to be in the living room right now. Of course, I could have easily kind of make sure. Uh, I'm not really sure. This must be trash that I made. I don't know. I hope. I don't want to. I just transferred a bunch of files from my phone into my laptop, so it's on a hard drive. Like I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff, and then I can slowly delete things out of my Google backup because it keeps filling up, and I pay $1.99 for 100 gigabytes of storage. I don't want to pay $2.99 for 200 gigabytes of storage. I mean, I need to have it on hard drives. I need to have as much as or I need to have what I think is important, like on a hard drive. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm learning. I've got a cable I can hook up, and I can just go in. It's going to take a long process. Then there's a lot of stuff in Google backup that I'll have to go in to Google from this computer, go into my pictures or the Google Photos, I guess, and then I have to download certain things if I want to have them like on a hard drive. So that'll be another task. But right now, I'm just trying to delete. I'm trying to get whatever I can that's in my phone that's been fairly recent. Get that all cleared out of the phone, and then as I'm doing that, I can go into my Google Photos and delete it out also, and make more room for storage. But it all is here on the computer. And then the next thing I guess I'd have to do is get a like in external hard drive maybe. Once I get a lot of stuff in this, eventually an external hard drive would be beneficial probably, and then transfer to that. So like if something happens to the computer, so that's where we're at on that. Um, uh, excuse me. Oh, let's see here. I haven't made a video this morning yet. I haven't done anything really. Uh, and I did read to myself Jesus Calling. I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's listening. If you're here, I appreciate it. Uh, but I'm going to read this. I think I don't know. I haven't determined if I'm going to do a video, if I'm going to do a Jesus Calling video or not. I am definitely going to do a Fifth Agreement video here in a little bit. Um, and then I have Jesus always already also that I haven't read from to myself. But November 17th, there is no condemnation for those who are in me. The law of the Spirit of life has set you free from the law of sin and death. Not many Christians know how to live in this radical freedom, which is their birthright. I died to set you free. Live freely in me. To walk along the path of freedom, you must keep your mind firmly fixed on me. Many voices proclaim, this is the way for you to go, but only my voice tells you the true way. If you follow the way the world with all its glitter and glamour, you will descend deeper and deeper into an abyss. Christian voices also can lead you astray. Do this, don't do that. Pray this way, don't pray that way. If you listen to all those voices, you'll become increasingly confused. I tell you, you will. Now, let's finish this up real quick. Be content to be a simple sheep, listening for my voice and following me. I will lead you into restful green pastures and guide you along paths of righteousness. And yeah, like even no matter what religion you particularly are, like, but it seems to be kind of a thing that happens quite often in most religions. There's all sorts of different sects of it. A lot of different people following the same thing in theory, but then yet interpreting things differently and thinking they have the exclusive rights to it or that they're the only ones that know what's best. Uh, I mean, that use Christianity as an example because we're reading from Jesus Calling, but it kind of happens in a lot of different religions. There's like even in the Muslim faith and Islam, there's all kinds of different. I just seen a show on that. Like there's certain ones that aren't quite as radical. There's people that take things and misinterpret it and bend it and twist it. Um, but yeah, like this whole do this, don't do that, pray this way, don't pray that way. Like I never put a lot of thought into it. Like it's just like me and this guy Mark that I've recently met. Those people have helped me out a couple of times. Like they brought that food on the day before I went to detox, and then brought some food that Friday after I got out of detox. They also uh, ended up helping me get a walker from a neighbor, um, and just I shot out a text to him yesterday, and they responded back, so I'm happy about that because I messaged him the other day, and then I didn't hear nothing back. But he told me yesterday he hadn't forgot about me. I'd asked him about maybe trying to get some long sleeve, some sweatshirts and maybe some long sleeve like t-shirts or something. When it got cold, uh, I started. I've only got like now I've got this. I've got a few flannels, which is fine when it ain't that cold. And I've got like this. This is like a zip up hoodie, kind of like jacket. Got another jacket that's pretty nice. I've got a couple. I've got one pullover sweatshirt hoodie slash hoodie, and then the rest, all the other sweatshirts that I had, I don't know. I thought I had more sweatshirts, and then I'm looking. I think I only have about. I think I'm only sitting at like. I think realistically, I might have. Let's see. There's one. There's two in there in the. If I'm lucky, I might have four long sleeve t-shirts. So I was like, man, I need some. I need a few sweatshirts. I need a few more long sleeve shirts. And he's gonna. And I told him what size. I need a two extra better. Uh, Plus I could use some more pants. I didn't mention that, but I'm gonna when I get paid again. I wished I had used the 25% off the full price at the thrift store. Oh, the reference scriptures for this November 17th Jesus calling reading is Romans 8, 1 through 2, Isaiah 30, verse 21, John 10, verse 27, and Psalm 23, verse 1 through 3. Uh, yeah, we don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Don't know if anybody gonna show up. We got somebody listening, somebody watching, so that's cool. And like it could be somebody. There is a few people. Like I remember my friend. I'm gonna turn the hotspot on. Like the way that I do things here is kind of I pay for a plan right now on my phone, and I have an unlimited hotspot. It seems to be doing pretty good. I don't think download speeds are all that good, but that's okay. Like big deal. Um, so what I'm doing is trying to learn a little bit more about this computer and how to navigate things. Uh, you know, uh, so I need to get where like it doesn't try to damn back up everything I've got going on here. Uh, I'm pretty sure I turned on the hotspot. But yeah, so I have an unlimited hotspot on the phone. So what I do is turn on the hotspot and then I use my laptop. And I have other important things to take care of than you know what I mean? For instance, I'm have recently got a birth certificate. So the next step, like I need to get an ID. So the next step, like anybody that's watched me for a while has probably heard me talk about this. So I need to get an ID, and that takes certain documents. And I got a birth certificate now, but I had lost my social security card since the last time I got a new one. And the last time I got a new one, I was able to have it mailed to me, and now they don't do that anymore. So I have to. So sometime today, I'm going to try to get in touch with someone, find out, because somebody told me last week, and they were trying to tell me, well, you got to have a star ID in Alabama to get in federal building, blah blah blah. And I'm like, well, I'm needing to go to Social Security, get a Social Security card because I need an ID. I don't think I technically, I don't think you need it, but for certain things to get done, certain places want ID. They want to verify who you are before they do something. For instance, like getting water turned on, I need an ID to have water turned on in the trailer, like so that at some point I don't have to continue paying over at the neighbors and then going over there and doing what I do to get cleaned up or get my water, drinking water. But because I've lived in Alabama and I never had an ID here, uh, I don't care about the cloud storage. I don't want it backed up. That's what I got to try to fucking. I got to try to figure out how to not have this trying to back up all the time. And then another thing I don't understand is why my media player keeps popping up every time I connect the phone to transfer files. But I learned how to transfer stuff into the main picture photos place. Let's see. And so I'm just kind of trying to just get kick started this morning. I had brought some stuff in here to figure out what it is. So I'm just kind of trying to just. Then I guess I'm sort of adding. I'm going to say something here in a second. Oh wait, okay, never mind. And I don't know if that was me. It should start showing me pop up here. Is what I was thinking. We're gonna see if it registers in a second. Hmm. And I appreciate you hitting that like button. Thank you. Yeah. So now it's registering me. So it's looking like I have two people watching, which one of them is me from my second channel. But that still counts as a. I mean, I don't know. And like I said in the title, I'm pondering the day. I'm thinking about what's going on, what is ahead of me, what's going to be ahead of me. Like hopefully something positive. Hopefully I get some productive things done today. That would be cool. Uh, and then, but right now I'm just kind of chilling. I thought I'll get on here, be on here for a minute. Now, why did that do that? Okay, I know why. And yeah, like I was saying, my friend there's a friend of mine in like England or whatever, the UK, and or no, wait, he's in Wales, I think. Anyway, he's one of the first people I had on like as kind of a guest, Lockdown Productions. He does a lot of good, cool toy custom work and stuff, and so then it was, but he was saying that he watches me, but it's usually on the TV, so he's not able. Like I think the only thing he can do is hit like, and then he can't comment. Like he can't be in the chat because he's on the TV. So you have people that sometimes just have it on and they're on a device where they can't interact, or maybe they're in the uh, maybe they're at work. There's several people that have came in and been at work before, and they listen to me in the background or whatever that they might not be able to watch. But what's the point? You don't have to watch what I'm doing. That sometimes I get up and go. I might go wandering outside, show you around. Uh, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah. So there we go on that. And then I just let's see here. Yeah, yesterday I was reading this from Circle of Fire, which is the prayer. There's a prayer for the Circle of Fire, and then it's breaking down each line and explaining it to you. You state today's date, which would be today, would be November 17th, 2025. The day of the Lord, when the divinity returns to me, when living my free will and with all the power of my spirit, I decide to live my life in free communion with God, with no expectations. I will live my life with gratitude, love, loyalty, and justice, beginning with myself and continuing with my brothers and sisters. I will respect all creation as the symbol of my love communion with the one who created me to the eternal happiness of humanity. Then he sits here and he goes through each thing, like why you would state today's date, which is about being in the present moment in the eternal now. Uh, because the only thing that truly exists is the now, the moment, the true, like in this moment is all there is. It's kind of hard to grasp sometimes. We get too far ahead of ourselves, like even I do. Even the past few days, I've either been dwelling on what's up ahead of me. Like I said, now today I'm thinking about the day, but I'm talking about the other day. I was thinking too far ahead, and then sometimes I'm thinking about you know getting out of the moment, and I don't need to get out of the moment. So, and with all the power of my spirit, this means that you support your decision with all the power of your will and your faith. This is the moment of your wedding with God, the moment of the fire initiation, because your spirit is that fire. It is the divinity in you. First, you recover your free will, which gives you enough power to make a choice, to make an agreement to live with God. Then you call upon all the power of your spirit to keep the agreement. Now you understand what you can do when you recover free will. You can handle intent with all the power of your spirit. I decide to live my life in free communion with God. This means you decide to live in love with God, with your divine self. This is your statement that you are crossing a line of no return and making the commitment to God. Now you're in a committed relationship. All your faith is there, all your authority is there with no expectation. This means you surrender your attachments to the outcome because you don't know how anything will work out. You know that you are married to God. You know that you accept your own divinity. You detach from the outcome because the outcome is not important when you are committed to love. Living your life in free communion with God, you open your heart and love unconditionally. You love for no reason with no expectations. Having no expectations, you give yourself and you keep giving your without you give yourself and you keep giving without expecting anything in return. Your love is unconditional because it is your pleasure to love. Okay. I'm trying not to be too impatient. Like, see, what do I got to do today? Well, I need to make a video. I need to make a video, and then oh, I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna try to do some reading today. Some comic. Trying to make myself read a few comics or part of some comics. Oh, also on my second channel, I'll be taking down the giveaway today. But I think I might pick up on where I. Let me see where I was at. Yeah, I'm like that far in this, uh, so I got to pick back up on that. And the Road Trooper, I about halfway through it, or maybe a little, almost. I'm not sure if I'm halfway, but It's a big thick one too, like a bunch of all the different like things that they had put out back in the day from 2000 AD. But yeah, on my second channel, I have that Van Piglet giveaway going on, and I mentioned over the weekend that by this afternoon, I hope to have that video taken down and maybe a video up saying the giveaway is done, and we will be trying to pick a name in the next several days or whenever, uh, if I can. Ain't but 5 people to really pick from. 6 if you count Ben. Ben did actually comment on the video, and I was going to put his name in for fun. Might still do that. And then if I pull his name out, we'll just like put it to the side, and then I'll pull the actual winner. Uh, you know, we had discussed if Ben wanted to go ahead and send it to him, and then he had to give it away since it ended up being him. But that's a lot of hassle, like me paying the money to send it back to him for him to give it away, when we can just pick a name here. But I thought it'd be funny to leave him in the name draw, and but that's actually kind of like cheating because the person that created the book that sent it to me to give away, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna I'll get that video taken down before the end of the day, and then I'll make a small video announcing that the giveaway is officially over, and I will be drawing a name soon, either on a live stream or in a video, one way or another. Probably on a live stream if I can. If we can set it up a couple days, like if I can set it up, say Wednesday or Thursday sometime, and uh, a couple people might, come on with me or something, make it a little fun. Oh, I've had mine before. A bunch of people. Yeah, sometimes people give me hell about the face tattoos, like, but I like. Hold on. Let's see. Trying to this little. Well, let's see. The small one, if you can see it, there should be a small one under my eye right here that says search. I got that back in '99. I believe '99 or 2000. And then I'm having trouble here. Okay, that says Carpe Diem. I got that in like I think 2010, and then I don't remember when I got this other one around, or it's kind of a cloud, but yeah. So I had these before it became like real trendy. Like when I got them, most people that had face tattoos had been in prison or something, and I'd never been in prison, so uh, why is this not showing? Oh, okay, it showed. Okay, I was thinking the comment didn't show up, but yeah. So I'm 51. Yeah, I'll be 52 at the end of December. And I'm not bragging. I'm not saying that I'm anybody special. I was on somebody's stream like a week or two ago, and they were like giving me hell about they're a little bit younger than me, but they were like, oh hell, they're from Australia. They're fucking face tattoos and shit like that. And I was like, man, I've had my tattoos on my face a long time before all this trendy stuff over the past like 10 years or whatever. Like it became prominent within the last 10 years to be like cool if you got face tattoos. I just always figured, man, why not? And I had search put under my eye because I always am seeking. I'm always seeking answers, truth. I like to study stuff. I like to like kind of, you know, but I don't even know why I'm on my computer on the Wi-Fi right now. There's no need for me to be really, other than that I was coming in from YouTube and on my second channel. Yeah, so thanks for making the comment or chatting anyway. Uh, I'm trying to place if I've ever seen it, uh, but yeah. So there you go. Like I said, one says carpe diem, which is seize the day, and then search. We physically seek with our eyes, but the eyes are the window of the soul. That kind of idea. That's what I had. Now, of course, over the years, the little one that says search, it's kind of like not as readable. It was pretty legible, like when it was done, but uh, a lot of people would not want to get too close, and they just from a distance they thought I had Sarah under mine. I was like, no, I wouldn't have a woman's name put on my body unless it like I might have my mom's, like in memory of mom or something. But I will live my life with gratitude, love, loyalty, and justice. In this part of the agreement, you're telling yourself how you're going to write the story of your life. The decision is made, and now you express the form of your dream. This is how your life will look when you are expressing your creation, your art, to the rest of humanity. It is obvious how you will live your life. And you won't accept anything less than that because you're free, you're happy, you're loved. From now on, you will live your life with gratitude, and it is easy to understand why. Gratitude is one of the most beautiful expressions of love. Just saying thank you will open all the doors to an abundance of life's blessings from all directions, but especially an abundance of love. You will live your life with love, which means you will love yourself unconditionally. You will accept yourself completely. You will respect and honor your physical body. No longer will you criticize or dislike what you are because you are God's creation. Your love is endless. The more you give your love, the more love you have to give. Love is your ticket to the kingdom of heaven, beginning with yourself and continuing with your brothers and sisters. Yeah, I'm trying to learn to be confident in myself more again. Like if you ain't familiar with me, then you wouldn't probably know that a little over 3 weeks ago, I went into a detox, and I've been like a little over 3 weeks sober now. I fell off the wagon pretty hardcore drinking for like a month and a half straight, getting up at 5:36 in the morning, getting a bottle, sometimes drinking 2 bottles a day, up to 2 fifths a day. So that wasn't good. That wasn't good for anybody, not me anyway. I don't down anybody for what they do, but it's always a hindrance for me, and it brings me down. It's not good for my health. Got a lot of different things going on health wise, and alcohol is not going to make it any better. You will live your life with loyalty. Loyalty to whom? To yourself, of course, which means that you will never do anything that goes against yourself. You will never betray yourself again. There is no place for self abuse. You're loyal to yourself, and that makes you impeccable with your word. You will live your life with justice, which means you are fair with yourself. If you make a mistake, you pay for that mistake, but only once, not every time you remember the mistake. To live your life with justice means you will no longer judge yourself. You will no longer live your life with guilt and shame. And when you live without judgment, guilt, and shame, there is no need to punish yourself. Yeah. I'm slowly going through this prayer of the circle of fire, and it's breaking down each line, giving explanation for each line in the prayer. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm kind of tired, man. Like, I slept pretty good, but I'm just always feeling drained. A lot of that probably has to do with certain things going on inside. My liver ain't that great. I'm anemic right now too. They say there's some bleeding on the inside that could be causing me some kind of lack of energy, is what I'm guessing. Uh, oh, da, 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 da. And I ain't figured out quite yet what's going on in the. Not quite sure. I ain't really sure what I'm doing here, like other than just hanging out. I didn't give anybody really a heads up. Uh, didn't really give anybody a heads up here, so it's kind of like I'm trying to get better at streaming. I'm just streaming on my phone right now. I do have a laptop, but believe it or not, the camera on the phone is better than the camera. Like the camera on the laptop only allows me to go up to 720, and I think this on the phone allows me to still stream in the 1080 or the HD if I want to or whatever. The laptop is only it's limited to what the camera can do on the laptop. So even though I'm paying for a basic plan on Restream, um, it's kind of just one of them things. Uh, but it's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It'll be all right now. It'll be all right. If anybody does pop in before I get out of here, I'll stay on. But what I'm doing right now is just kind of really. I probably should end this here in a minute. Now, yesterday I was streaming and it was like there was like one person listening or something for a little while, and then all of a sudden, like I was getting close to like maybe ending the stream, and then I was like, well, if somebody pops in before I get out of here, like and is chatting and interacting, I'll stay on. And then a subscriber and friend, Keisha, happened to come on in the chat and chat for a minute, stopped by, said hi, told me why she hadn't been, in the chats or commenting on videos. And it was because she had had her second child back in, I guess, August. So she's been pretty busy for the past few months. It's her second child, newborn. So that was kind of cool though, just to get an update on somebody that's been following me for a while. We both helped each other out a little bit, like you know what I'm saying? Like she sent me something before, like to help out. Wasn't a lot. I've sent her something back and helped her out. It's like you kind of give and take. Like try to look out for people if you feel good about it. If people are good, if they've done, especially if you're able to afford to help somebody, I think it's a good thing. I always try to be that way. But I mean, I'm on a fixed income, and sometimes it's not always as easy. But at the beginning of the month and stuff, usually uh, I do pretty good when I'm not drinking, though, like money wise. But like when I fell off, I really burnt through. Like I screwed up my so and but I wasn't stopping. I wasn't slowing down. So that's how it is. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna end it there. Probably try to do a stream later today if I can muster up the energy. Hopefully, we can get somebody, come on with me. Or really, what I need to do is schedule it. Like if I can think about what time I'd want to do one today, like in the afternoon. But I think my friend Ben is going to be doing something at 2 o'clock, if I remember. So I don't want to overlap with that because I might. But it is what it is. It's just been a while since I've had a good had a stream where a few of you guys have just been here in the chat and going back and forth. Right now, like I said, there's been one person listening or watching. I appreciate that. I always appreciate that. Oh, and I never know like I didn't have a topic and all that kind of stuff. Now, I think those couple of times that I've had a live stream scheduled and had a guest on that agreed to come on, those went pretty well. There was a handful of people, in the chat. There was people on the screen with me, but I had set it up several days in advance, and so people kind of knew. When you schedule something, 3 or 4 days in advance and you put it out there, you're a lot more likely probably to get at least a few people remembering if they got a free time to stop in and say hi or to watch, especially if you're having like a special guest on for sure. So, but I appreciate everybody watching. Until next time, I'm old Gray Cloud here, Sage of the Eternal Moment, and you're watching Gray Cloudy Day. Uh, yeah, so until next time, over and out. Ditto.